claim this spot and go to the upper bracket, the grand final. It's going to be a tough one, though. Over here on Haven, we expect a lot from Gambit, and they're starting on a comfort zone over on that defensive side.
Yeah, well, we think. We don't really know. Like, after the last map, I'm starting to question things a little bit, and maybe they're not going to play it like a defensive side at all. This incredibly aggressive Rega! He's actually going to survive. He's going to somehow claim bottom mid control, even though he was completely blind.
A strange turn of events, that's for damn sure. The Center are going to be barreling towards this A site, and they've got a flank underway over on the Gambit side, but there's going to need to be a big hold happening. Defo good for the first, but shut down immediately. They're being starved here on the site. But hold on. What? He's ran through a smoke and gotten two, reloading and almost good to connect on Starzo, the final man alive. A 1v3 in the first secured, but the spike is down in the open. Shados providing a little bit of a distraction from up above, trying to keep Starzo's attention, but he turns to check his back. Redgar just about catching him off guard, receiving a couple of bullets, putting him to 13 HP, but we do end up 1-0 for Gambit.
He actually he landed a shot there, even though I don't think at any point was he looking at him. So maybe the right-click bullets managed to get through. But the thing that I'm most excited for in this map, I think the pistol almost like just perfectly amplifies my point, is just there has to be some chaos here. Because Gambit, as we've sort of mentioned, they have stated in the past that they don't like playing this map. So for them to have to play it, to be forced into this position, it's going to make things very interesting indeed. And by the looks of it, Redgar is going to push. How did he kill someone that? That might be the fastest kill I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was at the buzzer, really. As soon as the round starts, there's kills coming in. Gambit keep on going. Another for Redgar. He's going to just fade out of there, and his teammates have him covered. Nice round for Gambit, and exactly what you want in round 2, Tom. So far, they haven't exactly been able to achieve that form of success.
Yeah, this reminds me of when Fnatic played Split, like the first time we saw it versus Liquid, where they just came in with like a triple duelist comp that no one has really thought of and just went, yeah, let's give this a go. And of course it means that, well, sort of as what Ryan was alluding to, MBS is not going to have a counter for this because this didn't exist until just now. So I think it's going to be really tough for them to play against. They've got so much utility for delaying, but they are going to have to play aggressive. And that makes it very exciting when you consider the players they have.
Yeah, on either side, really. You don't mind seeing a bit of aggro play coming out. Gambit, known for their defaults on the attack, ACEND are starting to take a little bit of that on board. This is not a round where you want to just run at your opponents and give them the advantage to take duels on their own terms. But even with the weaker weapons, Gambit aren't taking that much aggression. I mean, they go down a short early and destroy the Tiger that came their way, but for the most part, they are just staying hunkered down in position, and a good tag onto CNED makes this a much more deadly weapon. It
seems like both players are going to get their heals available to them. Funnily enough, seeing Nats on this should be... Yeah, that's true, actually. No, they don't have it available. Never mind. Maybe not. Probably should have had that as a possibility. Shados, don't you dare. Don't you dare. He's right on the edge of the smoke. He's going to spot killers. It's a little bit awkward, but Chronicles found another one. Bone cold, though, with a quick couple of trades.
CNED does a little bit more as well, so Redgar's all alone on his newfound agent. The Reyna pulled out. We'll see if he can grab a little something. Bone Cold's already down. We're going to see a dismiss on contact, and he doesn't see anyone, so that's a free Vandal. Nice upgrade in the 1v2, and with CNED being so low, Zeke is the point of contact. No flashes left on this Phoenix. They can only rely on double peeking it. Good Lear going up in the sky. He knows there's one backside. Not sure about the second. Beautiful. And a quick double peek on either side. ACEND had that one under wraps. It's 2-1, but a lot of weapons lost.
Yeah, I love the peak. Like, as you sort of mentioned, they could have gone together, risked the lineup. Instead, they time it perfectly, knowing his position, and well, that double shot is nigh on impossible. Now, for a bonus round for Gambit, that's still pretty good. They're going to come in with an operator in this. They've got Empress, which, okay, I think for Redgar, who has said just hits instant headshots most of the time when he gets kills, it might not make the biggest of difference, but it will give him the unlimited ability to dismiss and heal back up. So he's going to pop it straight away. No fear.
Redgar's running right down mid. They're going to be destroying the cam as Redgar hasn't been spotted coming up this close. Sure, there's a trap wire over on long, but are they ready for the window play? Yes, they are. Starzo shuts him out. The wall bang's not quite going to go Shados' way, and that's a man advantage cleanly for ACEND to start this round off.
Yeah, they do well. They predict everything that came through so far. They've also been fantastic at using their utility to try and force players back. And with this double flash ability of both Phoenix and Sky, their bursts are going to be so deadly. But this man, he's back on a small site. He's back in his little corners. I'd be worried facing into Nats.
Well, Shados not having the easiest of times on the spray, even steps into a smoke, blinding him at the worst possible time as ACEND overrun the A site. A really tough situation. Well, CNED's behind. Wow. Takes Defo, dashes on to Chronicle, who just so happens to be reloading. I mean, that is a poetic finish for CNED. As we tie things up 2-2, he's having one hell of a start. Even the Blade Storm online to kick off the 5th round.
That is always the thing with ACEND. Like, I think that this map has always been one of their best because of their ability to just go for these slow defaults and then turn it into a fast take. And they just have the agents available to them that can just pretty much force people into such awkward positions. Like, you have to bear in mind, Nats' trips and cages actually do get them the opening kill, but Shados just gets completely overwhelmed with no one else being on the site with him. Didn't have enough to delay them, and now they're going back to what has to be a very aggressive round because they just don't have much invested. Redgar, though, does still manage an opener, and even through the trip, Defo's caught another.
The Blade Storm going huge right at the start, and they keep on going. There's the retrieved weapons now. As they start to move to the C site. It is a nasty Nats tucked in the back corner that delivers the first blow, the second, and even the third. What is this man made of? 3 rounds on the board for Gambit, and they do it with nothing but pistols.
He almost smiled. I saw it. I saw it. Someone slow that down. Catch that. He nearly smiled. I'm telling you. I saw it. I'm telling you. This is BS. Now, I don't know what it is. I know that if Mitch doesn't already own this skin, he will have bought it just for this moment alone. But that is unbelievable. He didn't... I just want to point out as well, he didn't use any of his utility in this round because he was buying it for the next round. That was just him sat in a corner with nothing.
He is a ratty player. It works out far too many times, far too often. This is going to be tough. They've lost complete control. Nice paranoia to just drop down and cover it. They've used the run it back, and sure, it doesn't look likely they'll get a... Oh, maybe they will get a kill. Oh, okay, Chronicle saved by the clock there as the run it back is recalled. Nats has the option to drop down. The flash through the cage here is going to be huge. There's no way they expect it. It's so beautiful from ACEND. Every piece of utility perfectly calculated, even to allow CNED to peek. That flash doesn't blind him. I love watching these two teams play.
Out of charges.
It's weird. We're seeing back-to-back, like, rounds that are just dominated by one squad. Even when it's weaker purchases, it just does seem like it could go either way. And while CNED opens it up, and 4 kills for him in this round. Like, as you said, there was a lot in between. The utility used to set him up even through the edge of the cage just made things nigh on impossible for any rotations to come in, and he's looking on this map, and as we've sort of mentioned before, like, in terms of players within EMEA, he tops the list. I don't think there's anybody who could really argue it. Maybe some of the players from Supermassive Blaze making a name for themselves at the moment, but they look like they've got every piece, like, in terms of a solid squad. In terms of this man individually, I don't know if there's anyone.
Deep flash pulls Redgar off the angle, but he's tucked on the right side, and CNED might not expect this. He peeks right into it, and that's the operator drop, the man who 4K'd the previous round, allowing ACEND to walk away with such an easy win. Now already taken out of play. We have the camera on middle, watching for someone pushing through. Another op pick. This time it's Defo, that double operator setup now spotted. But it might be a little too late to do anything in it this round. Look at Vocal. There's 2 tripwires. How are you even going to get past that?
Tripwire destroyed.
He could shadow step, but he's definitely dead. And now they already know. Nats is already going to pick up another. And then he walks into the second one. He's actually not going to get killed. He's still alive. And Starzo's opened this up. How is this even competitive? How?
It shouldn't be. A double whiff from Defo. We talked about the inconsistencies when it comes to his opping play, and right there.
Ooh.
You see that? Oh, Shados is even going to be delayed. What is this? Bone Cold? One of the most aggressive. It's a 2 versus 3, and he takes this angle atop the box. They've smoked it off. They think they're clear. And as they come out, they'll realize quickly where he is, but can they deal with him? Yes, they can. Starzo, 1 versus 3 clutch needed. Look at this entry. Chronicle running around, but hold on. Starzo's making it work with 5 HP. The Classics pulled out Redgar 65, and the first right click misses Redgar, punishing, and he even taking the defuse. Just about enough time.
Just about. Just over a second to get that one through, but Starzo made that competitive. We mentioned his Sky before, talked about it on Bind, although let's not talk about that map. Let's forget about that one. Maybe it wasn't his day, but he's looking good, looking dangerous, especially considering how this all set up. The weirdest thing about that is that we have a player literally just trapped in a trip, just standing there waiting to die, and Starzo's like, not today, buddy. It's like that guy who's like, leave me behind, just lying on the floor, and then Starzo just picks him up and carries him through. Very nearly won.
He connected some of the shots there. It was, what, 65 HP on Redgar, and I think he finished with 13. And the right click, the RNG could have done it for him. Shados just lines them up. Beautiful double, and damage done to Bone Cold here as well, as CNED finds a pick, but it only equalizes the numbers.
What are these rounds?
Steps are heard. Oh.
Just so competitive. He's now got the Seekers. That's going to give him all the information that both the remaining players are currently going to be making their move through the garage. It's a peek out from CNED. Again, so quick on the trigger. Now, they are slowly being flanked. Do they expect a second player to be coming from long? It might not matter. Chronicle now throwing in the operator on the brim, but it's all to delay. And they will drop out Bone Cold. It's left to CNED to close it.
30 HP and an op. That was a little bit closer than I would have liked it. Planty has to gamble here. Hoping that player hasn't pushed through garage, and he's correct on that, but he has now. Making his way to the site. What a shot to start this off. Chronicle also using the operator, but he hits the shot. So close to another CNED clutch. And he's letting him know. Let's focus on the spike for that one. Have to be streaming on a different site. They really go too in depth there. 5-3. Gambit getting away with another. I have a feeling that animation's about to get changed.
Technically, he did not tactical crouch, so, you know.
So it's not in the rules. It's all good.
Yeah. No one said anything about that, but oh god, I feel like a child for laughing at that. But it is funny.
There is genuinely a programmer right now just rewriting that code. Like, oh no, let's.
God. Yeah, if you stand on it, it disappears. Let's do that. I agree with that rule as well. That'd be nice, but. Yeah, that round was manic. Like, that is one that I know I always say this about him because mainly I do want Ryan to suffer slightly, but I'd love him to try and break that down because it was so back and forth all the way through that to the very last second, it genuinely wasn't clear who was going to be able to win that. Like, aggressive pushes going down long, plays into garage as well, and then you've just got CNED just hitting every single shot that was put in front of him. Just unbelievable individual brilliance coming through, but Gambit are in the lead. Now, I do want to throw in a little bit of perspective, Mitch, because they don't play this map. So let's just say that for Gambit. The fact they're in the lead here is really impressive because it's not a map they play at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They played it once this year.
So many of these rounds are getting to be incredibly close as well, even when ACEND are winning. But Gambit's clutch potential is off the charts. We're going to see the attack side of ACEND look for very early A control. They've actually pushed out long, but what they don't know is tucked in the corner, Nats has managed to find himself a position, although they're not going to continue pushing him. The fight down on middle goes Redgar's way, and now Gambit will presumably just try to focus on range duels.
Oh, this man again. He had a nearly round just moments ago. He's got himself a rifle into his hand. A peek out from Redgar, hands him his Seekers, and that gives them the space to try and take over this B site. And after plant inevitable, well, I say that, they're not even going to plant. They've taken the control over towards C if they really wanted. This round is falling apart.
And that flash from Starzo is so good, but even full blind Nats is a dangerous enemy to have. The camera goes up. They've heard it on the left side. In fact, Nats will throw his own out there. Double cams on the wall. They're just waiting. Defo wanting to catch an angle onto these players as they push on through. The tag doesn't come in, but they still deal with Nats, leaving the operator to do it all. Defo dashes out of the way. He's got a close fight and a no-scope to close it out. 6-3, the round goes to Gambit. A hair's length separating the two. Oh, Defo, no.
No. Go and defuse the spike. Go and defuse with you. Stop it now. We've had enough. No.
Stay away from him. Okay. No. Okay, we're safe. 6-3.
He suffered enough. You just no-scoped him out of the round and you're like, I must finish him.
Kill has, can you imagine how deflated he feels at this point as well? He's got one kill on the board, and it was that one. And then he gets no scope to finish the round. I mean, that is a demotivating loss. Look at it.
So good. I genuinely, this is starting to become the point again of like, you could make a highlight reel out of these 9 rounds. It really wouldn't be that hard. Like, I'm sure somebody will probably already be on it. Again, we're going to see this fast pressure into the A site. This has been the weakness. The A site hold has not been particularly good, so they put Nats in place, and he will kick things off.
Easy stuff for ACEND on that push. Good trade for them with only the one man lost, and CNED makes sure they keep this extending. Oh my god. This man's ability with the operator is ridiculous, but Shados is still keeping the round close in spite of that. Knowing where both players are, he's already got 3, another flash available. He blinds him and gets it. Stop it, this can't be happening. Gambit with 7 rounds, and so many of these are clutches, but Gambit keep on winning them, Tom.
I'm done. That's none. I'm done. That's not possible. That man is not. There's no way. There's no way. Like, that was a 1 versus 4, and he's in heaven. He's in heaven. That's the worst place to try and retake that site from. Of any of the 4 points he could have come in from, that is the worst. What are they doing? Why?
1 by 1.
Why? There's so many things. Like, first he has to hit all the shots, cool, but why are they facing him?
Get out of my way.
I can't give you an answer, Tom, and I don't think they can either. Plenty of
Ryan,
things we can lean toward. Break that one down. Good luck. Good luck.
You can bring Lothar with you. Get Kaquka to help as well.
Hey, get all the analysts in. We're going to need the whole team
Zesh
for this
will be
one.
able to explain this one. It was something to do with the racing car.
Free kill? Oh, free as can be. Chronicle with another judge in hand. Zeke can't get anything done, and it's left to Killaz. Went as expected. 8 rounds for Gambit now. This, I mean, I said when we were on Breeze, Tom, that I was expecting to see a different team when it came to this, and to be honest, it's not even down to the setups, the strategy, and you can kind of see in the way some of these early rounds are going that this isn't a map they play too often, but when there's one man left alive, they seem to just get some sort of a buff. I don't get it.
Honestly, I think that, so for anybody who doesn't know, Cameron is the guy who does like our social media stuff. I think his computer's
Shout
on
out
fire.
Big Cam.
Like, I genuinely think it's just on fire right now with him trying to get all these. I've got to download another one! I don't have time! And it's just like trying to download 17 clips at once. Like, like, it just, what do you even do? Which one are you choosing? Is it the ones where CNED kills everyone? Is it the one before Clutch? Like, what are you putting on Twitter? They'll all get interactions, I'm telling you that. Jesus. We have a normal round.
Yeah, can we get a breather for a second?
No,
Can someone call a pause? Please? Double ops opening. Shados in a lot of trouble. He panics a little bit on that flash. He's still able to get it done, pushing down the ultimate, but he doesn't want to overextend. He's conscious of someone being behind to watch it, and because of that, Zeke hunts him down, taking the fight to them and putting himself back up on it. Not that much HP still. One hit by a vandal to the body, and that's exactly what happens. Chronicle evening up the numbers. Starzo low health. This is going to be one hell of a scrappy fight, and it's a C-side attack for Ascend, which means Gambit certainly going to have to go for the retake.
Spike planted.
Well, the Seekers are going to tell them there's at least one player close. The other's a little bit further away. Now, there's still a late push coming through from Starzo. It could cause them problems, but what he doesn't realize is his flank is actually a little bit too soon. He's going to get caught out, 100%. There's no way he expected Redguard to be there. Why was he? It was so late into the push. Pete coming back through, another for Redguard. It leaves it all onto CNED. There's no way he gets that kill. No, 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 no.
Get out of here, man.
No, no.
What is this game? What is this game? Do you know why they call them Red Bull clutches?
Who's subbing in? Who's subbing in? I'm out. I can't do this anymore.
Gone. Oh, do you know why they're called Red Bull clutches? It's because after this many of them, you're going to need a damn Red Bull. I mean, hold on.
I need a pacemaker. What do you mean a Red Bull? I need something to stop my heart from exploding. How?
Oh, there we go. Yep. It's feeling better already. Thank you, Red Bull. That's Have a couple more gulps there.
All right, that was a half of Valorant. I don't want to talk about it ever again. My mental health, my physical health can't physically take it. So yeah, that happened, guys. Half number 2.
We've had weeks of Valorant that had less high intensity clutches than this. Gilles starting it out well with a pistol in hand, the classic. Zeke on his way up behind, good shutdown. Now we're looking better over in the Ascend camp. It's all on the Nats, and there's no way he wins this. I'm calling it here. And thankfully, logic follows.
Do you know what? There is one thing like, I've never said this before, but I'm quite glad that we're not doing the final tomorrow, because I need a rest.
Yes.
Like, I'm ready to sleep. It's 8 p.m. where I am right now. I need a rest. And thank you for Ascend giving us a nice clean pistol round. Bit of a breather. In, everybody in chat as well. In, out.
Where's the Gambit tactical pauses when you need them? You know, like, I know they obviously don't need them.
With
I do.
424 ACS. I just wanted to throw that out there. Carry on with your point.
I'm not sure if we can get the scoreboard up again, but if we can, just pull it up, because that's the kind of thing we can sit and watch for a little bit. We can just stare at that. What do you say? 400 and what?
424. I think he has 20.
24.
21.
21. Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
And then you got 4 rounds.
That's the kind of thing that happens in your ranked games, right?
Only in mine, yeah. My teammates seem to hard.
When you're smurfing, you get your you get your 30 kills and lose the game. I've seen it many times. Shout out Jonas. I've seen those games, man.
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is very bad. They've already got the opening kill. They're waiting. This kill is free. It is as free as can be. There's only one defender left, but killers will rotate in time. CNED in the corner, but they're not going to push him. Oh, that's a spike. That's a spike. He needs to run.
Help is there. Defo on his way, and he shuts him down. They've spotted. Oh, wow. They keep on trading it back. Percent, if they're not able to catch these small percentage, good timing picks, then they're out. But they're still in the round. 2 versus 3. Shados, you dirty boy. He's heard the drop free. And they know exactly where Gilles was. They will be towards spawn or coming out of garage. He's found the first, but there's still 2 more to go. Both relatively low. Got about as much HP as them combined. But they've got 2 guns to play with. That's going to be the problem. Where's the second guy? One was long. The other planted the spike. Now must be towards the spawn or inside a garage. And they are just hiding, playing the time. And eventually shutting him down.
Doesn't work like that. he had 150 HP. I think he used 2 bullets.
Tom, I don't think any of your guns work like that. I'm going to be very... none of our guns work like that. See, he peeked...
My arms don't work like that.
we do the same thing, right? You and me in a clutch, we do the same thing. We hide, right? That guy goes to defuse. We're like, all right, peek now. The problem is we do everything right up to that point, and then we miss all the shots. That's where the issue lies, not with the gun. I'll be honest.
Spike has been defused. Oh.
Yeah, guys just sat there while we're spraying all around him. He's defused the spike. We're at 9-5. Gambit. Okay. The trade back and forth come in. How? It's 1 second. Oh, well, that's a great flash. That's an angel flash right there. Oh! I thought it was 2.
God. This is giving me anxiety. Stop it. Both cards just hit another one. They're now into a 3 versus 2 situation. Now there's a rifle for Redgar. He's almost got his Empress. I don't know if he's going to get to use it. In fact, he will. There you go. Pulled it into the round. Give himself the chance to heal up off of any fights, but they got to be careful because Starzo's coming in from behind. Killer's looking to try and push through the defender spawn. They've spotted out one, but they have the chance to wrap around. Defo, though, gets both? Okay, never mind then. No worries. Gambit are going to close out the round. They're going to double up the scoreline as they hit double digits in the singles.
God damn it, Tom. You know, this is a lot like... what are they called? Those machines in an arcade that that grab the teddy bears, you know? Like you always think
Claw?
You're like, oh, here we go. I know it's the claw. Are they just called the claw machine or whatever?
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Or whatever.
There might be someone screaming in chat, but yeah, who cares?
Yeah, everyone knows what we're talking about. It's like that, you know. It picks it up. You're like, oh, I get what's happening here. I'm gonna win it. And then there's just like some weird turn of events. It drops it. You're like, oh, I didn't get it. Bounces into the hole and then hits off the flap and goes back up. What is that? Oh God!
No! Oh, the timing couldn't have been worse. These rounds are so back and forth. I can't cope with it. Peak 3, even knew it was there. That's still going to hit the shot. They've got the A site. And it's going to be the rotation already coming back in, but it will be an after plan.
An after plant for ACEND to try and get back in. They've lost a lot of what would really help here. No smokes, no flashes out of Zeke. I mean, those early picks for Gambit were so valuable. But the problem is CNED's still online. He's still here to play. That... I thought he was jumping out. I really thought he had just jumped out. I was about to lose my mind, and I was ready for him to kill 3 people with that op. But they're going to go together, rallying the charge. The good flash, and Killez gets 1 trade is there. Not even needed. Nobody dies from ACEND. As they get a flawless retake. And it's right at the buzzer as well. Just a few seconds left to get that defuse in. I mean, that was good pacing to get into that site. And put it 10-6, a round that ACEND desperately needed.
Yeah, that was a really clean retake. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be as clean because I've almost started to expect the chaos rather than like actual retakes anymore. But hey, you know, it works out. And this is a real chance for them. Like, as you mentioned, like, it's a crucial round, but more so because of what it does to the other side of things. This is the last credits in their pockets. I think that's where you keep your credits. I'm not really sure. Maybe on your phone, tablet. Maybe Brimstone looks after them. Who knows? But it's going to be a very aggressive start. Bone Cold, he spotted the cam, but hiding in the cage. This is a push that you just can't afford to make. Killers, though, has already managed to find Defo with a little bit of aggression, and ooh... It's almost a kill for Bone Cold.
Well, he got one on the Nats at least before going down. It keeps the numbers even. Killers quite low and, well, very low now. Quick headshot through the wall. Gorgeous stuff for Redgar. Looks like Killers needs to wear smaller shoes. We've got a Gambit man advantage to play with. Spike in their possession. Everybody grouping up. And where are they going? Well, first of all, let's just comment on the fact that they're against a double op setup, which is going to be incredibly tough for ACEND to hold on with. Especially in Zeke's position. I mean, they can come from literally either angle.
A run it back operator?
Don't see that every day.
No, because it's weird.
If he gets the kill on the Redgar, he can actually win this round single-handedly, but it's going to come down to timing. I mean, how does he can't expect that. There's no way. I complete respect for Zeke in that position. He was in a very tough spot. But now CNED has a clutch. And you know what, Tom? My money's on him with how things have been going.
Nope. No. There's no way. Absolutely zero. 0% chance that he does this again for however many times it's been. He's even burning. He's on fire. He's going to be pushed out, and this time he dies. Thank Christ. Oh, I'm not a religious man, but I think I've said Jesus more times in this game than ever before.
Yeah. I didn't believe in God, and then I met
The
CNED.
Holy Church of CNED.
Well, this is going to be a tactical timeout from ACEND, and at long last, somebody has answered our prayers, Tom. I think this is one where, you know, normally we would talk about tactics. Perhaps you'd like to just lead a meditation session for the chat out there. Get everybody nice and calm, nice and ready for what could be an incredible end to this map. Just...
All I'm going to say is, Cameron, deep breath. There you go, bud. You've had a moment to calm down. Honestly, I think after this game, all we're gonna do is just have to think about what we've done, because this is I think we've ruined Valorant forever.
I think I'm gonna have to buy one of those. Is it a pendulum? The one for music.
I need
though.
a defibrillator. Like you can take your pendulum. I need to. I need to restart my.
Is it a pendulum? If it's, I know a pendulum hangs normally, like in a father clock, grandfather clock, but like you know the ones that are like, it's a little triangle. And it swings left to right, but upwards. It's used for musical timing and stuff.
I know what
and they
you
use it for
mean.
meditation too.
Yeah, they use it for like piano players use it quite a bit as well, don't they?
Who do? Sorry?
They put it on the piano and then it's like... Tick, tick,
Yes,
tick.
yes, exactly.
I can't remember
it's
what
good
it's
for
called,
keeping
though.
track of music, mainly for like, you know, keeping in tune, making sure you're not going speeding through it, but...
How do people die so fast? This is it.
The mid peaks, man, like they keep challenging window, and it is relatively a 50-50 on who wins it every time. So I mean, why not? The advantage Gambit gain, and with the amount of rounds they've got to go, they are speeding into this A site though. After losing the opening pick, they just seize A instantly.
Oh, we got a retake. We got a few weaker weapons, but we do have some pretty damn strong ultimates. One of them already being emitted. It's going to be the Seeker. He just goes diving through. He's behind them. He's only going to get one, but it doesn't matter. The space has been made. The trades have been had, and it's left on to Defo and Shadows to try and bring this back. At this time, there will be no savior for Gambit. ACEND again. The A site has been their stronghold throughout this map, and they will get their 7th.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that was so good from ACEND on the retake. CNED with a Vandal, something you rarely see. And I want to really comment on the fact that, okay, with an operator, the guy finds 2 to 3 kills pretty much every round. But he also puts himself in some really bad positions intentionally for the team. So right there, you have a paranoia thrown through. That blinds up, I think it was Chronicle on the site. And I guess other people. He dashes in, putting Cloudburst down as he goes, tries to get on top of the boxes. I think he actually missed that, fell a little bit short, but that was perfect because he landed right behind Chronicle, took him down. The alternative there is that he lands on top of the boxes. And when the Cloudbursts fade 2 seconds later, he is able to absolutely destroy the entire team because they wouldn't know he's there after the paranoia. It's such a good play by ACEND. It's a small thing, but it maximized their chances of really getting in there. And even if they see him, even if the paranoia doesn't connect, they have to turn away from the choke point to shoot him. And that's when his team are bursting out to try and get the site. It was really nice.
So basically, CNED dash get killed. Cheers, Mitch. Either way, we're going to have the push coming into the site, and, well, it's not going great again. Looking like they're going to need a hero. Killers has already managed to find one. Be careful, Nats. This man is not afraid of your cages. You've been spotted out. Oh, he's going to go for the no-scope peek and actually manages to escape. Still finds the kill. Just run away from CNED. CNED on A. Go anywhere else.
That is a genuine call at this point. And Gambit are indeed respecting it. On the back of ACEND, probably rotating to the A side, but the problem is, ACEND are ready for this as well. Killaz maintains his position towards this C site. If they smoke it off, in fact, it'll be a molly towards spawn, and they're going to take the straight fights. Killaz good for 1. Now, CNED, we said this guy with an operator. 2 to 3 kills, guaranteed. He's already got 1, Tom. And now his chance to clutch this out in a 1v2. Wouldn't be the hardest clutch he's won today.
Oh, Defo's going to push him as well. He's not going to expect it this time. I feel like there's a very real world where CNED snaps and finds that kill, but we're going to have 12-7. I want to reiterate a point from earlier. Gambit have not won a map of Haven this year. This year.
Yes.
We are in August. They have only played it once, and they lost. They are now playing ACEND, who are a very, very good Haven team, and they are winning 12-7. This game makes no sense.
And I'll say for Gambit, a lot of the early rounds, especially on the defensive side, were losses immediately. You know, they were looking like they were down and out, and yet they pulled it back again and again, and that's a very valuable kill. With Chronicle going down, they lose their smokes. Redgar's out as well, so now you've got the Sky Flashes to play around, but no Leers, no heal-ups. Nats, I cannot believe this man is tucked in this corner. That is utterly ridiculous. He was even watching a cam on short. He wasn't even sure that they wouldn't push him. If they went up, they would kill him. How does he have the gall to just do that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so confused at this stage, but hey, almost a year of casting Valorant. I still don't know what's going on, but let's go. It's going to be a retake coming through. Now a 3 versus 3. Defo lands the instant shot. The other two players a little far behind. It's his time to shine. It's Starzo in a 1 versus 3, and this time there's no clutch to be had. Gambit get their revenge as they come through the lower bracket and take themselves through to the grand final. We're gonna have a Turkish versus CIS grand final. EU in tears.
EU in absolute tears. But you know what? I have long avoided... Yeah, I'm fine with that. I've long avoided saying EMEA, just saying EU as a blanket, just to cover everything. And EU were always winning over the CIS in Turkey, which took us by surprise because, I mean, think back to the previous event. Going to Reykjavik, I said comfortably on the stream, on Twitter, everywhere, I was like, oh, FPX and Gambit, those are the teams that will go and represent us. I was even counting Fnatic out. I was counting Fnatic out. I mean, I'm a huge Fnatic fanboy. And yet, they didn't make it, and that surprised not just me, but the majority of the scene. That Gambit especially didn't make it there. Now they come through. They are looking better than they ever have before, and I have to say, it is an absolute pleasure to watch these guys play. That series, I don't know, can we have a poll? Can we do the 5th map anyways? Can we just for the fun of it? Because that was damn enjoyable, and I have to say, we have had like a full week of Valorant before, Tom, and there have genuinely been less clutches, less big plays, less explosive plays than what we've seen just here.
Oh yeah, you can make the top 5 plays of the week from that map. Like that map. Not even the match, that map. And that doesn't include what we saw on Bind, which was maybe the best play ever. I don't know. I'm starting to call into question after some of the stuff I've just seen in that map. I don't know.
Yes.
And also, I know what you were about to say, and I want to premise this by saying I have absolutely no idea. Don't ask me a damn thing, Mitch.
Hey, safe card player of the match. Let's attempt it. Let's attempt it. We've got 3 players for you to vote for. I think an argument could be made to just put 10 on there and let it go. But unfortunately, you know, we have got a hard limit of 3. So we've got Redgar, we've got Nats, and we've got Shados. Those are going to be your 3 options. Head on over to @ValEsports_EU to get your vote in for which one of these players. Honestly, make 2 different Twitter accounts, throwaways, and vote for all 3 of them. I think that's the way to go. See where it ends up. What an incredible series this has been. A pleasure to cast, a pleasure to watch, and I hope you all at home agree. One quick thing, tiny note, Metronome is the name of the thing in the music that clicks back. So Cameron has let us know. John Allen as well, shout out. I didn't see it on Twitter yet. I don't have it open, but thank you everyone for responding and letting us know, informing us. Claw Grab Machine also confirmed to be the name of the claw teddy bear picking up thingy. So that is us done and dusted, Tom. What an incredible day it has been. Any closing words here in the lower final, and of course for our last game of the EMEA playoffs?
I'm gonna go and sit down and think about what we've done.
I think I'll do the same, Tom. I would, but I've already chugged a bit of Red Bull on that. I was expecting another map, so I gotta ride it for a little bit. We're gonna go to a break. When we exactly, hey, a little bit of exercise after the donuts yesterday. I'll take it. It's time to go to a break. When we come back, the analyst desk is gonna be breaking down that series. And once again, best of luck with that one, guys. We'll see you real soon.